Lego, that popular building block toy that everyone really just knows about. I mean, you just can't go one day past without just thinking about it. Or just seeing a bunch of 30-year-olds in your local Target taking a look at the new Star Wars set, just huddling over the toy section. I know I'm not one. I've dabbled in a few sets, such as Sonic the Hedgehog, Back to the Future, even some of the botanical sets. And they're pretty cool, and I like them. You know what else I really like? Video games. You should have seen my utter shock and awe when I realized Lego actually has video games. The first game that Lego came out with was in 1997, and that was Lego Island. Apparently it did well enough, so Lego actually did a bunch of other games too, such as Lego Loco, Rock Raiders, Alpha Team, and of course, in 1999, Lego Racers. Say, do you ever just wake up in the middle of the night and you feel sweaty, confused? You don't know whether to drink a bunch of water or to punch the wall? What, you thought this was a sponsor? Lego Racers. It's a great game. It was released on PC, Nintendo 64, and PlayStation 1. But we're going to be taking a look at the PC version, only because I don't have the Nintendo 64 version, and the PS1 version supposedly blows. Alright, so normally kart racers don't have stories. If you take a look at Mario Kart, everybody's on the car and everyone's having a great time. Even Bowser, even though he just kidnapped a princess last week. But with this one, it's a little different. Now, if you take a look at the title screen, there's a pirate there. It doesn't make any sense. Each section of the Grand Prix features different characters, like Captain Redbeard, King Kahuka, Basil the Batlord, Johnny Thunder, Baron Von Baron, and Gypsy Moth. And of course, the final racer, Rocket Racer. Your objective is basically to reach first or second place by the end of the Grand Prix to actually beat the Master Racer. So then you progress each step of the way to reach the Rocket Racer. Simple as that. But the neat part about this game is before you even start playing the game, you actually have to build. Notice how it's the first selection of the title screen. And yeah, in pure Lego fashion, you build the character. Yeah, there's a bunch of selection too, such as faces, hair, shirts, and pants. Gotta love all that selection. And then after that, you can actually build your own car too. Now, apparently, from what I've heard, how you build your car actually affects the performance of your car. Now, I've done every types of different design, including the pre-built designs, and I didn't notice any differences myself, but it might have been in early versions of the game. If you take a look, I have the later version, and then you can also practice using the test track. Alright, how's the gameplay? Well, normally kart racers don't control too well because they try to cash in on Mario Kart's success. It's good. It's actually really good. The controls are tight, the controls are snappy. It actually is what you would expect in a kart racing game that has to do with Legos. Except your bricks can't fall off, which is kind of, it's alright. Now, in Mario Kart, there are power-ups that are randomly selected for you to use. But in Lego Racers, there are power-ups, but it isn't randomly selected like there would be in Mario Kart. Nope. Each power-up has different color codes. Red is a projectile, yellow is the hazard, blue is the shield, and then green is the turbo. You also see white power-up bricks. They're not power-ups, they're actually there to add more power to whatever bricks you collected. For example, with the red brick by itself, it's just a cannonball and it hits whoever is in front of you. But then with one white brick, it turns into a grappling hook and makes you grapple onto the car in front of you and progress further. With two white bricks, electricity comes out of your car, shooting anybody in front of you. And then three white bricks, which is the highest amount you can collect, heat-seeking missiles will come out of your car. Now, I wouldn't recommend that one because it's not accurate. With the yellow brick by itself, it'll create an oil spill for anybody behind you to accidentally hit. With one white brick, it'll shoot out a barrel behind you, causing an explosion, slowing down anybody that gets in its path. Two white bricks will create a saucer to grab anybody for a certain amount of time. Three white bricks will create what I like to call Top Gear syndrome. You ever played a Top Gear in the Super Nintendo? Don't select the third control option. With the blue brick, it gives you the shield. So by itself, it's just a 5-second shield. With one white brick, it's a 6-second shield, and it comes out green. Woo! With two white bricks, it's an 8-second shield, and it turns yellow. And then with three white bricks, it's a 10-second shield, and it's red. Woo! And then there's the green brick, Turbo. Oh boy. Turbo by itself sounds so bad. Okay, Turbo with one white brick. Okay, it's a little bit faster now. Turbo with two white bricks. Now you have two pieces coming out of you, and you're flying. Turbo with three bricks.
What? 'But, it's just an ordinary Krabby. Oh!
2 white bricks, it's a 6-second shield, and it turns yellow. And then with 3 white bricks, it's a 10-second shield, and it's red. Woo! With 2 white bricks, it's a 8-second shield, and it turns green. And then there's the green brick, Turbo. Okay, Turbo with one white brick. Okay, it's a little bit faster now. Turbo with two white bricks. Now you have two pieces coming out of you, and you're flying. Turbo with three bricks. This is the very reason why this game is broken. You can easily spam this move with no problem. Even if you're against the corner of the wall and you have the 3 white bricks and turbo, you will still progress through the stage. That is actually the whole point of the last level, because that's how everyone uses. I mean, if you look at the map, everyone just zips zooming past. The level design in this game is pretty straightforward. It's in the mind of a child playing Legos in the 90s. You got desert theme, you got pirate theme, you got space theme, you got jungle theme. And the neat part about it is that these themes were actually based off of Lego sets that were released at the time. Yeah, the minifigures there, you could actually physically own them yourself. Now, the cars were created originally for the game, but the neat part is that these were actually used using actual bricks, so they didn't actually just make a model and call it a night. There is an original theme to it too, which is, of course, Rocket Racer Run. Unfortunately, Rocket Racer wasn't actually created at all. He was created just for the game specifically, but they never ever released a Rocket Racer set. Kinda sucks because he was actually my favorite character growing up. Cool thing too, if you get first place at the end ranking, you can actually play as the character that you were racing against. This makes for some pretty cool racing action right there. Now, the music to this game, it's good. In fact, it's so good that it hit me with a wave of nostalgia when I installed the game, and with how the music of the menu screen starts, you can fly right through the room. The music itself sounds basically like how Legos would sound. Kind of hard to explain, but trust me, it all just kind of makes sense. Alright, I think I talked enough about Lego Racers. I will go ahead and continue playing Lego Racers on the PlayStation 1. I mean, you know, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, why not, right? You know, give it a chance. Besides, playing it on a TV screen is miles better than playing it off of a computer monitor. So, let's try it. Oh my god, it's horrible! My controller's not responding! What's this? What? My PlayStation laser is grinding as if it's trying to cut meat. Oh, look, I see the mosquito. I just hit it.